What up, YouTube? It is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, that is correct, guys. We're unboxing the Air Jordan 4 Crimson, better known as Red Thunder. Alright, so this sneaker was pushed back several times in 2021 and it finally did release today, 2022. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on a pair, so I'm big happy for that. Comment below and let me know if you guys went after this sneaker or not, if you got the dub this morning, as it did drop on Sneakerz this morning. It's when I am recording this video, however, I probably won't get it uploaded until next day, so if you guys are watching today, it's probably day 2. However, the sneaker did release January 15th, 2022, and it is pretty much an iteration of the Air Jordan Thunder, which is a black and yellow variant. And in this case, where yellow hints are on that shoe, red hints have replaced the yellow on this shoe. But I was fortunate enough to grab a double up in this shoe, guys. So big ups to JD Sports and big ups to Hibbett Sports as well for the W. I greatly appreciate it. Now, the sneaker did seem to have quite significant value pre-release and post-release. However, it didn't seem to be as hype as I thought it would be leading up to the release day. And it's probably because the shoe got pushed back. It was supposed to release last year, as I mentioned. It did release this year finally due to the supply chain issues we've been having here in the world recently. However, when the shoe did release on Sneakerz, it did do a Leo drop, and that is where you go out, you pick your size, it puts you in a pending queue temporarily, and it lets you know if you got the shoe. Unlike a draw that gives you 10 minutes to enter, and then it starts randomly drawing names, or accounts, should I say. So a little surprising that they did a Leo drop on this, which Nike has been doing quite a bit recently on Sneakerz, kind of converting back to their old ways, because I'm sure consumers are complaining about the draws and taking L's. So I feel this way people do have a chance to get more W's. Just got to be a little bit quick on your game if you want to join in the Leo drops. And also the benefit to that is if you don't get your size and you're willing to pick up another size, you can re-enter and try again. Maybe for a different size, but hey, maybe you can swap it out, sell it, do whatever to accumulate the funds and get your size. However, guys, enough rambling about all of that. If you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now, with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so as you can see here, we did secure the bag at JD Sports. Big ups JD Sports for the W on this one. Also, as I mentioned, I did get a double up in the sneaker, so I do want to give a big, huge shout out to Hibbett Sports as well. Thank you oh so much. Taking a look at the box here, guys, you can see we have our standard Air Jordan 4 box with the cement print on the bottom and the black lid on top. On the top of the lid, we get that big red Jumpman with the flight text in white. As you can see, we didn't get a special box for this. I think it would have been cool if we would have. However, I mean, unless they made a red lid or something like that, I'm not sure what they could have changed up because the Jumpman is already red. On the bottom of the box, we get our typical Nike and Jordan branding. And on one side of the box, we get our size sticker. And the size sticker reads Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colorway is black, multicolor. Go figure, I'm not sure where they got multicolor from since the shoe is black, red, and a hint of white. Anyways, this is a men's US size 9.5, which is not technically my personal size, but it is in a sense. I can fit 9.5s, but I prefer 10s. However, I'll settle for 9.5 on this one. Unfortunately, my price tag is ripped off of this one, so I cannot display that. However, guys, these did retail at $190 US. However, let's see what we have under the lid. All right, so flipping the lid up on this one, as you can see, we do have red underneath the lid. Nothing special. Don't see a lot number or anything like that. Let me get my receipt out the way. Flipping the tissue paper up, as you can see, we have our standard cement tissue paper. And we also have that double layered paper that kind of flips over on the side of the shoes. And this is that standard white tissue paper. And let's go ahead and get the shoe out. And there we have it, guys. The Air Jordan 4 Crimson, better known as Red Thunder. Very, very clean sneaker in my opinion, guys. Let's go ahead and do a quick 360 on the shoe. All right, guys, so taking a look at the shoe in hand, I'm very impressed with the shoe. I could have been a little bit more impressed, I'm sure, but I am impressed with the shoe. It's a very clean shoe. You can't go wrong with the black Air Jordan 4, especially when you throw in that Bulls colorway. Although it's not technically the Bulls colorway because the red on the shoe is a little bit different than the typical red that we're used to seeing. However, let's go ahead and go over it in depth, starting here with our outsole. As you can see, we do have black on our outsole, very clean. A little bit of a change up than what we usually see on Air Jordans, because although it may be black or gray or something like that, you may get a change up here on this very tip of the shoe as well as on the heel of the shoe. But this one is just solid black, very easy to keep clean, going to be nice for those who want to rock your kicks. Moving on up here to our midsole in the foam area, we do get this crimson color, which is almost an infrared looking red. Not technically, but very similar. It's a little bit brighter than a standard red, true red, varsity red, fire red, anything like that. As you can see, it almost has an orange hue to it. Looking inside of our air bubble, as you can see, we have white inside, guys. Not sure why they didn't make that red inside, but white isn't terrible, as there are other hints of white on the shoe. I dig it. Moving on up to our upper, we have a black nubuck, jet black nubuck at that. Very, very clean. It is nice to the touch. It just feels really smooth, almost like velvet. Pretty dope in my opinion. Loving the nubuck on this. We also get a black plastic wing. I love when it's plastic. Sometimes they do put nubuck on those as well, but I do love the plastic ones for some reason. It's just the OG look, as the OGs came with plastic. On up to the top of that wing, as you can see, our eyelets are in that crimson colorway. Very nice, which our lower eyelet is the same. We get a black netting cage on this one, and underneath that breathable mesh is crimson as well. Very nice. Just a good blend and contrast of this shoe overall. You get those subtle hints of the color, and you also get primarily black. Just a very clean sneaker. And like I mentioned, the shoe is similar to the original Thunder, which I don't know why they didn't name this one Thunder. They changed it on Nike to Crimson, or maybe they didn't change it. Maybe that's what they had planned all along, but I don't know why, guys. And I don't know if the original one was actually named Thunder or dubbed Thunder by the sneaker community, but this one has been dubbed Red Thunder by the sneaker community, so hey, I guess we'll run with that. However, other than that, we do get black mesh going around our sock liner, which we'll go over a little bit later in the video. But overall, a clean Air Jordan, guys. I'm digging it a lot. That pretty much wraps it up for the lateral side. Moving along. Onto the medial side of the shoe, we get a very similar look as we got on the lateral side. Not much of a difference except for the shape of the outsole wrapping up over the midsole. You get more of that crimson color on the midsole on the medial side. Taking a look at the shoe from the top down, very nice on our toe box. As you can see, we get that all black nubuck, very clean. We also get that black on our outsole wrapping up over the tip of the shoe. As you can see, more black netting cage with that crimson breathable mesh underneath going up our tongue all the way to the top. You get black flat standard laces in place. No extra laces with this one, unfortunately, but I think they would have threw some crimson laces in here. That would have been very dope. However, back to the toe box for just a second, guys. You may see scuffs or marks on your toe box like I have here on my pair. My other pair is the same way, and that is because how the shoe sits in the box with the other shoe. The tongue from the other shoe just sort of rubbing up against there. You may see that, guys. Just get a brush, maybe some nubuck cleaner, and get that out of there. But for now, yeah, it is there, unfortunately. However, on up to the top of the tongue, as you can see, we do get a black patch or tab with a white Jumpman and red Flight underneath. Very clean in my opinion. Loving the contrast on that. And we also get a bit of nubuck here on the upper part of the tongue as well. Very clean. Digging it a lot. Moving along. Taking a look at the shoe from the back, as you can see, that black on our outsole, crimson on our midsole, black nubuck going up the back, and our black back tab in plastic. Very clean with a big white Jumpman smack dab in the center. No Nike Air on this one, guys, as this is a retro and a modern new colorway. So not an OG, so I don't expect Nike Air on the back, but it's still clean with that Jumpman in white. Not sure how that would be in crimson, but since it's white on the tongue, white on the back is a nice contrast in my opinion. And you can see that black also extends up to our pull tab with the waffle look on it. Very clean in my opinion. Again, I do love plastic. However, for the way that the shoe sits on some people's feet, this plastic piece may rub on your Achilles heel area. And I've heard some people complain about that, especially females, how it rubs because sometimes they'll wear lower socks than guys. And so that will rub on your Achilles heels, potentially, not for everyone. But I heard someone mention that the hard plastic cuts. I let them know maybe you want to go after Air Jordan 4s that has nubuck on that area, because nubuck is sometimes on the back tab. But in this case, guys, again, I'm a big fan of the plastic. It's the OG look to the shoe, and so that's why I dig that. It is what it is. On to the insole of the shoe. Very, very tough to see inside of there, guys, but we do get a mesh sock liner on this one, which is very standard and typical to the Air Jordan 4. On the back of the tongue, we also get more mesh with our crimson color. A little tough to see in there, but we do get a black tab with the Air Jordan text in white upside down. Very clean. We have a cardboard shoe tree inside, and again, tough to see inside, guys, but we do have a black insole with a white Jumpman painted on there, as well as we have our size sticker in there and our size tag on the side wall. And last but not least, onto the outsole of the shoe. A very clean outsole. As I mentioned, this will be a lot easier to keep clean since it is black. I think this may be the first Air Jordan where I've had a black outsole. Pretty dope. Usually, at least in the center of it, it's white in this area here, and it gets a bit dirty. Maybe it's gray on some of my pairs. Can't remember, but I do like this all black outsole. Very nice. Well, not technically all black because we do get a pod right there with that herringbone traction on it in crimson, which I kind of want to call bright crimson, but it's crimson according to Nike. But that piece may be the only piece that gets dirty except for the white Jumpman smack dab in the center. But other than that, very clean on the outsole. Again, a very wearable shoe. Digging it a lot. However, guys, you just saw right here on All About the Sneakers, the Air Jordan 4 Crimson, better known as Red Thunder. Very, very clean sneaker. Glad to have this one in the collection. Now this morning, as in, again, when I'm recording this video, on release day, this sneaker did shoot up a bit on the resale market. As pre-release, it was around the 300 mark average. And when I say pre-release, I mean closer to release day, because we know pre-release, they were up there over $400. However, again, it did shoot down to around 300 pre-release and went back up, fluctuated maybe around 320, 340 for some pairs, maybe even 350. And so guys, this shoe will climb. Expect that, especially in the future. It's an Air Jordan 4. It's a bread colorway, Bulls colorway, whatever you want to call it, and it will do numbers in the future. So this would be a good hold, guys. Not gonna cap. Also, people who want to complete the pack, Thunder pack, and have the yellow pairs or want to go after those, they're going to be shooting for this shoe as well to complete the pack. So this is going to be a special one to hang on to. Just keeping it real with you. And I'm not encouraging anyone to not rock their sneakers, but if you're more on the collector side of things, or you're a reseller or anything like that, definitely don't want to throw this one on the ground, guys. As you see what happened with the black cement. Now this shoe does give me black cement vibes. You can really take this shoe, customize it, change those crimson hints, and you have a black cement. I'm pretty sure some people may do that. I'm not a customizer. I don't get all into that stuff. But if you happen to, hit your boy up on IG, man. Shoot me a pic. I would love to see that. Follow you and all of that good stuff if you're into customization. I think it'd be dope to see this shoe transform. But for now, it is what it is. And it is the Crimson Red Thunder. A very dope sneaker, guys. Once again, glad to have it in the collection. Again, comment below and let me know if you guys went after this shoe. If you plan to go after this shoe, hold, resell, keep it, rock it, stock it, whatever. Comment below, guys, as I'm always in the comments responding. However, again, if you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now, when you get a chance, head over to IG, guys, and follow me at All About the Sneakers, spelled exactly the way it is here on the channel with the Z on the end instead of an S. I greatly appreciate it. Now, in terms of restocks on this shoe, guys, it possibly will restock, I'm sure, as most sneakers do, unless they're very limited. So keep your eyes peeled for restocks, just in case you really wanted this shoe and you took an L. However, guys, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About the Sneakers, signing off. Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.